only 6 metrics to measure your priorities. How can you measure your priorities as an introvert entrepreneur? This is something that I'm going to share you in this one video, probably 6 metrics that can help you. This is something that I've learned from Patrick by David Value Attainment, and I have added what I've learned from it, a lot of twists and takes and into what I'm doing and how can that benefit me. That brings us welcome to this one video. Thank you so much for joining in, and we are going to dive deep into the 6 metrics to measure what to prioritize. That being said, what in the morning, this is something that I've created recently. And when I say recently, I worked on it yesterday, and today morning I was discussing this with my brother. And just before recording this, I had a conversation with one of the members, and she was having a challenge with priorities. And I was like, okay, great, this is going to be a topic. I shared the context with her, shared the content with her. Now I'm recording it as an asset for you so that you can watch it, learn it, implement it, do whatever you want to do, make your life better, because it all boils down to your priorities. And when it comes to introverts, priorities are the last thing you want to do. It's very important for me to keep this mouse in the right place, keep this headset on the right place, keep this book aligned, keep this here, keep the plants. Those are my priorities rather than recording this one video. So what are your priorities based in? It's very important to have a metric to measure, because if you don't have a metric to measure, we as introverts, we get so overwhelmed and we don't get the things done that's actually which is supposed to happen. That brings us, we're going to talk about 6 things. Thanks so much for joining in. The 6 things are nothing but, I'll just give it out for you. There's something that I've constantly said that I've learned from Patrick by David, because dude, these 6 aspects of your life is like a metric to your life. What happens is you can have a year goal, a 6 months goal, a quarterly goal, a weekly goal, a daily goal, and you can incorporate these 6 aspects of your life on a daily basis, because it's important. What are the 6? What are the 6 aspects? Business, finance, personal development, family, health, spirituality. Now in family, we have subcategories: relationships, friends. I've kind of specifically said, okay, relationships are different, friends are different. In health, I've segmented that into 2 different things: the physical health and then emotional health. Now, let us go more deeper into understanding the metric of it, like why a metric for priorities. Because we all, somewhere down the line, we struggle with one thing, that is what's important. What I don't have to do 10 things, I just have to do one thing that is going to be the one and only priority for me, so that if I get that thing done, the engine starts to move. It's like, I don't want to start building muscle if I've got so much of fat in my body. I have to lose fat first, I have to look good first, and then slowly and steadily build the muscle out, because science, art and science on everything, right? Like the art and science is everywhere. It's like, literally like this, like the art, the psychology, the mind, and this like steps, the science, the math, the algebra. Like you do this, you get results, but to do that, you need to have an art for it. Anyways, deviating from the topic. Now, for example, now let us go deeper into this one: a business security, financial security, health security, family security, relationship security, personal development security. Now, what do you mean by that? You have to think like all the 6 areas that we discussed now so far is important in life. They are genuinely, and they have always been a priority. We have to focus on the business because it makes us money. We have to focus on finances because it helps us manage money. We have to focus on our health because it keeps us sane, it keeps us healthy. We have to focus on family because family is an important part, an integral part of the life. We have to focus on our spirituality because that keeps us grounded all the time. That's the faith, that's the religion. It keeps you grounded all the time. So these personal development, if you don't learn stuff, if you don't produce content, if you're not educating yourself on a regular, consistent, on a daily basis, it's often slow. We have to have a focus and a priority on all 6 areas. Now, how do I prioritize, and what did I work on it one? At the moment, I'm asking a question. At the moment, out of all 6 areas, okay, what is your number 1 priority? Do you want to work on your business, or do you want to launch your business? If that's the case, your business front becomes it makes on the top of the list. So majority of your time of the day goes in doing that work, because that's an important. You want to record courses, you want to gain confidence of recording courses, you have to script for the course, you have to craft the course, you have to gather that confidence and that courage to recording, then you record it, then you edit it, then you publish it, then you go do a webinar and stuff like that, and then you make that 50,000 rupees, that 1 lakh rupees. What happens is the first goal of your life is like, okay, I'm going to do that. Now the trick over here is when you're focusing on that, these 5 elements cannot go, like you shouldn't be focusing on this. I'm going to focus in all these 5 areas after 6 weeks. No, we couldn't do that. We shouldn't do that, because they are, again, you have to do it on a daily basis. This is something you do it daily, on a daily basis. So the priority is business fund. The goal is to launch the business first, point number 1. Now, what's the second priority for you? Okay, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to look good? Or do you want to gain muscle? Oh, that's the health part of it. Is first the business is secure? Now that's going to be the secure, like you have to do that first. Then we come down to health. Is your health secure? Now when I say health secure, I don't mean like the insurance is part of it. Now what do you mean? But like, am I working out on a daily basis? Am I eating good food that I'm supposed to be eating? Am I eating controlled food? Because what you eat is as equally as important as how you are eating it. So is that part secure? Okay. If you want to lose weight or gain muscle or have 6-pack abs or whatever that is, okay, that becomes your priority number 2. Health. Third part, for example, if one of my things, the last category, the last thing that's secure for me, again, that thing is personally for me, is like personal development is on the list last, because I don't have to focus on learning, because I'm reading books, I'm watching movies, I'm taking notes, I'm having conversation with you, I'm recording content for you, I'm watching content, I'm consuming content on YouTube, I'm consuming content on my mentors community, I'm doing so many things which is always. And being an entrepreneur, what happens is when you go out to buy something, you are learning. When you see a driver like cutting a vehicle and like, you are learning something. You see someone selling in a very unique way, you are learning something. When you are falling for someone is making a great pitch offer, like take this banana for this much, if not this much. He's making great sales. Like, dude, I'm going to learn this from you and I'm going to implement in my own sales pitch. So learning for me, it's the last part, because it's already secure. Yes, I don't have to focus, like I don't have to build the momentum of it. No, it's already secure, so it becomes on the last of it. So what's your primary focus goes on the top. Again, business security, financial security. For example, if you are making money and you are pathetic in nature on managing money, because once you start seeing a lot of money, what happens is, generally, since you have never seen that money coming that fast, what happens is you lose control. The temptations take care of you, the emotions get in control, the feelings get in control, you get tempted of doing so many things and you go broke after that. What happens is, okay, financial security, I have to start managing my money. Okay, when money comes in, certain percentage goes here, then you can't allot money like a machine. Like, you go emotionless. That's something that Siddharth, one of my mentors, says, like, you go emotionless. Like, when it comes to money, you should not have emotions, because emotions take over you very soon when they see money, because you haven't seen that amount of money. Financial security. If that's the challenge at the moment on a thriving business that you've already got, if that's a challenge you're facing, so that becomes your priority number 1. It's like, okay, I'm already doing business, that becomes a priority 3 probably. I'm frequently doing webinars, I'm frequently making money. I don't have to build momentum on it. That's point number 3. The security on the front end would be financial security. I need to start managing money on a consistent basis, on a regular basis. Point that becomes over there. Now, for example, personal development, when spirituality is there, family relationship. For example, if you are probably very bad in managing, you get angry so many times, you get overwhelmed by so many times, you don't know how to manage relationships like that. So what happens is, okay, that needs to be a focus. If I am not having the right tone to talk to people, I'm not going to say something, because when the moment you open the mouth, people get to say, okay, I know exactly what you're going to say next, because that's how we are all, right? What you speak tells so much about your character in like a gist format altogether. So if you think you are not that great at it, we all are great at it. We all have good, great, bad, ugly habits. We don't want to show people, but then we all, as human beings, especially as introverts, we are having a tendency. So what we have to do is we need to be prioritizing, okay, what is at the moment so very important for me. I have to make that secure first, then that secure first, then that secure first, then that secure first, and then the list goes on. Thank you so much for making this one part of the video, probably short video, but very impactful from my perspective, because this is going to help you prioritize things, schedule things, organize things, and get started. Because this is something that, to be very honest, I haven't been doing, because this one thought came to me in the morning, in last night, and now I'm going to follow it, because this makes so much, like, it just gives me metric. Okay, that's a goal of a business, and that's what's going to stop me. So there's like a counter tactical strategy for this is like a counter tactical strategy for me. Like, if I get overwhelmed, I have to do this. That's the goal that I want to reach, and what are the things that can stop me. And here, okay, what are the things that I can prioritize based on this thing? Is business on the front? Is finance on the front? Is health on the front? Is like, what's the priority? Based on that, we do things, and I am going to implement it from tonight itself, because it's a very interesting concept altogether. Thank you so much for making this video / podcast a part of your day. I'm going to see you in another exciting video, because we have got a lot of ideas planned for you, exclusive content just for the members of the community, Academy of Artists and Scientists, and the mailing list that we've got. And stay tuned, do window shopping, learn what you have to learn from the channel, and I'm going to see you in another cool, exciting video.
الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء